Hello everybody, this is Intrepid83 coming to you with a brand new Let's Play of Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII. Probably I consider to be my favorite Final Fantasy of the series. I don't think there's much else I can say about that. Let's get started, shall we? That opening never gets old. And like most JRPGs, we wake up in bed. Albeit probably not the bed we wanted to wake up in, but... okay, I guess. And we get to name our protagonist here, just for the sake of simplicity. I'm gonna leave it as default. Squall. It appears our instructor's name is Quistis. Who's that? Was that her? I guess it wasn't. So it appears Cypher was the one that we were fighting. And it appears the instructor wants to speak to us, so let's head on up there. See what she has to say. Should give us a whipping or anything like that. Yeah, let's prepare ourselves, I guess. Okay. Anything else? No, just courtesy? Alright, well, I'll try. So, I don't know. What was that all that about? Anyways, let's talk to her. The fire cavern. Can't say I have. I don't know, I mean... Check the study panel? Alright. And she'll be at the front gate waiting for us. Come down when we're ready. Alrighty. You guys say anything else? I get the feeling he's a fan. The trapeze, eh? So I guess it must mean her last name is Quistis Trap. Or I guess that's her full name. Her last name is Trap. If her last name was Quistis Trap, it should be Quistis Trap. Kind of like Wilson Wilson. Oh, there they go. Alright, let's head back to Receipt and take a look at the study panel. See what we can learn. I suppose this is as good of a place as any to formally introduce what I hope to accomplish this LP. But for the beginning, let's talk about the basics. Alright, refer to the tutorial on how to use magic in GF about magic. Paramagic, magic used by ordinary people, is actually paramagic. In essence, it is a technique which involves controlling energy. Paramagic was developed by Dr. Odin. He was the first scientist to research the nature of magic by studying a sorceress. The skill can be gained through proper training. However, with magic it is difficult to achieve power levels that are comparable to conventional weapons. Oh, alright. Guardian Force. A GF is an independent energy force. By combining it with paramagic, it is possible to control tremendous energy. Memory loss is a possible side effect, but this has not been proven as of yet. Oh wow, that sounds like quite the caveat. Am I using that word correctly? No. About sorceresses and magic. A woman who has inherited the power of a sorceress. The origins of the sorceress go back to ancient times during Hein's reign. However, there is no factual evidence. In other words, keep looking. Move on, nothing's... No. These are not the droids you're looking for. Alright, about Garden. Oh, okay, I didn't even take a look at the title. There says Balam Garden Network. Alright, so I guess we must be at Balam Garden. Facility rules. Definitely something to keep in mind. And the classroom. Students should be in their seats and waiting for the instructors 5 minutes before class. Well, concerning the fact that we were in the hospital when class started, that one's kind of off the list for us for now. When class is over, proceed quietly to your next class. And Quistis did mention we have free time, so I guess we're all right there. Food, weapons, and magic are prohibited. Oh boy. Study panels are shared, handled with care. Right. And that food, weapons, and magic are prohibited. That can be, I guess, if you want to test the boundaries of the faculty or anything like that. There are certain points throughout the game in which you can test them, so to speak. Anyways, training center. Proceed with caution. There are real monsters in the training center. It is open 24 hours. Entering the grounds for reasons other than training is prohibited. Do not engage in battles beyond your ability. Sounds like fair, if not good advice. Infirmary. Visit the infirmary if you have any health concerns or problems. No items may be taken from the infirmary without permission. Follow the doctor's orders. Resident physician, Dr. Katawaki. Alrighty, so I guess it must have been the doctor who was tending us. The library. Or rather, the library. Yeesh. The English language has some really tough words, you know that? Anyways, kind of like February. Yeah, how many of us actually take the time to make sure we pronounce that first R when we say the word, eh? I'm definitely not one of them. Well, I do occasionally, like I just did, but you know. Anyways, open hours 9 a.m. to lights out. Library usage, all materials are open to the public. You may check out materials at the desk. Remain quiet at all times. That sounds standard for a library. But dormitory. Everybody is welcome to apply. Seeds have priority for the single rooms. Going out after hours is for reasons other than training are prohibited. Do not leave personal possessions in common areas. Alrighty. And cafeteria. Open hours 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Keep the area clean. If late night meals are required, order them beforehand. Oh, cool. So they've actually got like room service, quote unquote. Sounds pretty glamorous, if you ask me. Alright, student rules. Garden precepts. Work hard, study hard, play hard. Alrighty. Attire. In general, there is no dress code in Balam Garden. However, dress accordingly if instructed to do so by your superiors. Alright, so sounds like there might be some sort of military type, I guess, structure here. Reward and punishment. The headmaster presents official commendations to outstanding students. Students who engage in violent acts, sexual promiscuity, or who fall behind in their curriculum, etc. may be expelled from garden. Wow. I mean, the first two I can see, but, what was it? It was, violent acts, yeah. First two I can see. The third one, that seems kind of tough, but, well, I'm sure there's a good reason for it. Conduct. Skills acquired in the garden must never be used for personal gain. Refrain from committing any acts that may damage the garden's reputation. Take time to think things through before starting a relationship. Alright, that definitely sounds like something that would be expressed in a military environment. Emergencies. Procedures in case of an emergency. If you are on the second floor, use the emergency exit next to the classroom. If you are on the first floor, exit through the front gate. All students must take care of junior classmen during emergencies. Alrighty. I have to keep that in mind. Do not use the elevator during an emergency. Oh boy. I guess that's probably why they're telling us to go out the second floor, but... Evening outings. All students should be in their dorm rooms after hours unless at the training center. Wow, I guess that was like, so if you didn't get the point by now, here it is spelled out for you. Alright. Admission and graduation info. Admission. Applicants between ages 5 to 15 are admitted. All hardworking and confident youths are welcome. Ambitious overachievers are also welcome. Applicants are admitted only after passing a final interview. Alright. Graduation. Must be between 15 to 19 years of age. One must have all the required skills and knowledge that taught through the garden courses. One must have the headmaster's approval to graduate. At age 20, regardless of graduation, all students are released from the garden. Wow, so okay, so the extra emphasis on the studies, not falling behind on studies, seems like it's there for a reason. We've got a time limit on how long we have to graduate. Opportunities for alumni. The garden supports a program that helps graduates enlist in armies all over the world. Instructors and seeds are permitted to remain at the garden. However, seedship must be attained before the age of 20. And yeah. Alright, so it sounds like Balam Garden, seeds. Sounds rather... some important things we need to know. Oh, we got other gardens here, so how about Balam Garden? Let's learn about home. Balam Garden Headmaster, Sid Kramer, hey! Balam Garden Proprietor, Master Norg. Alrighty. In all capitals, no less. Balam Garden was the first garden built in accordance with Headmaster Sid's ideals and dreams. Alright. Trebia Garden. A garden in the Trebia region. There is an exchange program between Trebia and Balam Garden. Oh, cool. So I got exchange students going back and forth. About Galbadia Garden. A garden in the Galbadia Republic. It is the largest garden of the three. Galbadia Garden's master, Martine, who is also the headmaster, has set up a program to recruit Balam graduates into the Galbadian army. Oh, well, there we go. Or I guess Galbadian army. To be consistent with my pronunciations. Alright, seed info. Sounds like it'd be of interest and importance. What is a seed? Indeed. Balam Garden's mercenaries commanding Guardian forces. They have special fighting abilities. They work in small teams and operate all over the world. Oh, okay, so dispatching seeds. Seeds are deployed all over the world. Their services are requested by governments and even civilians. Their tasks range from providing military support to protecting civilians. And qualifications for seed. Students can apply after the age of 15. Passing the written test and completing an official mission are required to become a seed. Seeds are paid according to rank. Oh, okay, so it sounds like Crystal was referring to an exam that we've been taking. I wonder if that might be our test. And it definitely appears to become a seed as our, indeed, goal while we are here. Alrighty. Message from Garden. Let's take a look. garden events. In the spring, there's memorial service, entrance ceremony, seat exam written in field. Okay, so I guess that's where we are. In the summer, garden festival, summer vacation. Autumn, student-sponsored event, and winter vacation. Oh, there we go. Sounds pretty standard. Alright, garden square. Our opinions are important to make our garden a better place. Write them down and place them in this box, in the drop box. Okay. Wow. Ooh, hot dogs. I don't think any one of those messages, other than the one from Shu or Zoo, had anything to do with what that board was meant for. School Festival Committee. Let's take a look. Is there anything here? Oh, guess not. Just a note that says, thanks for looking at this page, but there won't be any updates for a while. That's because I, the Garden Festival Chair, will be leaving Garden. I did not strive to be a seed, and I won't even graduate. I devoted all my time to the Garden Festival, my passion. But in the end, there was no Garden Festival. That's because no one volunteered to help out, but I have only myself to blame. I thought I alone could pull it off. I'll be starting a new life, but I sincerely hope someone will take over the Garden Festival Committee. Goodbye, Balloon Garden, Wimbley Donner. Well, it sounded like he was distracted from becoming a seed, but distracted by something that his heart was for, so well, hopefully he'll be able to succeed in such a venture. Doing what he likes. Alright, and the tutorial here, if we log in, we get two Guardian forces, Quetzalcoatl and Shiva. I am still calling it Shiva because it still makes more sense than calling it Shiva. Anyways, Quetzalcoatl is Thunder Elemental, and Shiva is Ice Elemental. And tutorial covers all aspects of gameplay, and be accessed through the regular menu at any time during the game. And this is the tutorial that comes up when you select it in the main menu, and we've got basic operation. There's actually one I do want to go into first. I think it's this one. Just to set precedent for how I intend to play this game. What are we looking at here? Yeah, we'll go into that. We'll go into that. Where's the one I'm looking for? Of course, the last page. So yeah, you can actually, when you're in battle, you'll have a cursor that comes up, you know, to attack the enemy. It'll come up as, I believe it's just a finger pointing at the enemy. However, in some battles it can be kind of hard to figure out what you're aiming at, whether it's by, you know, the positioning of the camera and all that kind of stuff. So instead you can press the L1 and it will switch it to just a menu, so to speak. It'll just have a list of enemies that you can just scroll down and select the one you want to attack. And then there's also the hold L2 and R2 to escape from battles, and though there are some battles you cannot escape, and generally they tend to be, for the most part, they tend to be battles that are boss fights. Yeah, so another thing to keep in mind. Some battles we cannot run from, and we will be forced to gain experience. Again, that ties into how I intend to go about this game, or playing through this game. And experience is gained even if you escape, as long as you damage the enemy. So yeah, basically, if you do not wish to gain experience, do not attack whatsoever. Alright, so there we go. And we got a bunch of other stuff here. What's this again? Oh, okay, this actually will be getting various tutorials throughout the game. Well, I think for the better part of the first disc anyway. And any tutorials you do go through, you can actually access them here. So yeah, this one goes into the GF junction. We actually haven't gotten that tutorial yet because, well, it hasn't been given to us yet. So we'll go through that when it comes to us. But for the most part, they'll only pop up there after we've gotten the tutorials. So yeah, anyways, at least I believe that's the case. Anyways, information, this just displays, it really only has, I mean, yeah, it's got basic stuff like this, but if you go further into information, eventually we'll get, I believe, 1 or 2 other options after the below here at different points of the later on in the game. So yeah, I'll I guess explore those when they become available. But anyways, as far as this LP goes, for the most part, I will be going the no leveling route. For the most part, eventually I will be leveling up, but there are specific abilities in this game, for the best way to describe it, that will allow you to increase your stats an extra point for every level up you gain. In other words, if you were able to, let's open the menu with a circle here for the menu. I am playing the North American version of this game, obviously, so I do believe it's still circle for menu. I think it's actually different for the Japanese version or anything like that. I think it's actually either triangle or cross to bring up the menu, or I guess X if you want to call it that. Anyway, so yeah, we've got Squall here. So for every level he gains with those abilities equipped, he'll gain an extra point towards those stats. So if we were, and I believe the maximum level in this game is 100. So if we level him up to 100 with those abilities, he'll have an extra 93 points into the stats that we equip those abilities for. So yeah, definitely very useful to make use of, and I will be doing my best to maximize their I guess usability, so to speak, for lack of a better word. So anyways, let's go. The little oh, you okay? Yeesh. Okay. Well, obviously. Yep. Oh, I wonder if she's one of the Trivia transfer students. Kind of in a hurry, but that fight with Cypher earlier today definitely set me back anyway, so I'm sure Quistis will probably, hopefully she'll have enough patience. So let's give her a quick tour. Hopefully we aren't reprimanded too much, and yeah. So we'll take her down to the first floor lobby and show her the directory. Alright, let's go. But yeah, on the note of, how to play through this game, well, first, this is going to be part of it, talking to this guy. And what are these? Cards. Alright. The one thing about this game that is very unfortunate is that the tutorials in this game they aren't the best. Let's put it that way. It's the one thing that's, like I said, it's very unfortunate that the implementation of the tutorials in this game wasn't the best. So yeah, we just got 7 cards. Let's take a look at them. So come down here, you got our own menu option for it too, and these are the 7 cards we got. Got Geezer, Funguar, Redback, Gala, Gesper, Fastidocalan F, and Caterpillar. For the longest time, I thought that was Fastidocalan F as in female, and then there's another one called Fastidocalan, and it looks different. So I thought, well, maybe that's the male. Well, actually, no. This is actually the F stands for fake. I actually looked up what a Fastidocalan was, and it's actually kind of an interesting story for it. So yeah. Of course, if it's true on Wikipedia, that's all. Anyways, so yeah, so we got 7 cards. Awesome. Cards will be rather valuable to us throughout the game. Not only that, at least the card game is 1, quite addictive, and 2, quite fun. Although there are definitely some rules that I will be attempting to avoid like the plague. Alright, well, here's the directory, I guess, and there we go. It's pretty big. Check out where we want to go and select it here. So basically this is just actually like a shortcut to anywhere that you want to go. It won't always be here for you though, so you're going to have to get used to it at some point. Yeah, so basically move the cursor and press X or cross to select. I'll just say X from now on just because it's pretty much how I generally refer to it. So yeah, quick explanation. Dormitory to the north, alright. But it does appear that some people do commute, though not many. Alright, rest and change in there, keep that in mind. Goes without saying, I guess. West of the north block is cafeteria. The hot dogs, I heard they were pretty good. If what the message board had to say was any indication. Parking lot. Alright. Front gate to the south. Alright, so I guess we're going to make our way there at some point. Yep. Hopefully she's not there yet. I'll try not to keep her waiting any more than we have to. And the west block is the quad, event being planned. Oh, she even knows about it too. Oh, she's going to be on the committee. But, so... I guess maybe they have a new head of the committee, I guess, and the new chair of the committee. Infirmary, okay, so that's where we woke up. Just come here for advice. Alright. Doctor's name, Dr. Katawaki. East block. The only office only open at night, yep, and real monsters, and yeah. If you're not careful, that place can kill you. Alright, this is the library. Yeah, definitely looked up a lot of information in the classroom there. Yep. Classroom on the 2nd floor. Headmaster's office is on the 3rd floor. Alright, sounds commonsensical. And Headmaster Sid. Alright, so simple enough. Keep it simple. Oh, so I guess we are taking the exam. Well, yeah, hopefully. I mean, we've still got to do the prerequisite. So she's already finished her training, so she's just got to take the exam, and depending on how she does, she may become a seat as well. Alright. Anyways, so... welcome to Final Fantasy VIII, and welcome to Belong Garden. We're going to be spending some time here. Anything else I need to mention about... I think I will bring this up for my longer-standing viewers of the people who are aware that I have LP'd this game before, though not on this channel, obviously. And with the mention of, you know, me going through with the, preferably with the no leveling route, for the most part, unlike that LP where I went no leveling all the way through, like I said, this time I will eventually be leveling everybody up. So we're standing at a save point here, the gyroscope thingy you'll see around the world, so to speak, and in order to save, that's how you unlock the save menu here. So we select one, and we select a block, and we're good to go. So yeah, all right. So yeah. Now for those who also recall my previous LP of this, it was actually the very first LP I had ever done in my so-called career on YouTube, so to speak. In that LP, I had us playing 10 hours of the card game, you know, before a certain point in the story. I have done my best. We will still be playing quite a bit of cards, however, I've done my best to spread it out and to only play cards for as long as necessary. I am also hoping to accumulate through various means, through cards, drawing. Another concept will be introduced to, and how to accumulate magic. And I will be hoping to acquire what I probably consider to be the most useful stock of magic. Some will be more difficult than others to get, but I have scoured the resources available to me. I will list in the video description almost all, if not all of the resources I used in preparation for this LP. If it's not on there and I used it, it's simply because I either didn't make note of it when it happened, or I just forgot what it was. Either way, one will lead into the other kind of thing. So, yeah, if it's not there, I humbly apologize to those who may see, some of the things that in here that they know for sure that I got from them, and I seek their eternal forgiveness for that. So, but anyways, so yeah, I'll have that listed in the video description. And I guess all that remains is to, well, we're going to be here. The directory could be useful, but we are eventually going to have to learn this place inside and out, so I guess we'll have to take care of that next time. This is Intrepid83 signing off. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.